first of all. A player back in the semis for the first time since 2017, the year he secured his third world title. After coming through that thriller against Noppon Siankam and beating former champion Neil Robertson yesterday, he's back to form at just the right time. He's the jester from Leicester, Mark Selby. His opponents emerging for a record-equaling 12th semi-final here, his first for 6 years. After excellent victories over proven champions Ding Junhui and Mark Williams, he too is hitting form at the right time. The most decorated Triple Crown player in history and 5-time world champion, the Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
In for an absolute treat this evening, sitting comfortably at home. You've got the best seat in the house, and it's hard to know how this is going to go. It's just going to be so fascinating, isn't it, Ken?
Yeah, absolutely, Dennis. Really looking forward to this match. Clash of styles, clash of personalities, but two of the game's great players, without a shadow of a doubt. So eerie with no crowd, of course. I wonder how that will affect both players. I'm sure they'll still be up for it because they've had a lot of great rivalry over the last few years, of course. Some great matches between them.
And of course, very close matches. You can tell by the introductions there. I think Ronnie's tactical and safety game is going to have to be good this evening to cope with Mark Selby, because he's up against one of the game's greatest match players and tacticians, and he's back to his brilliant best.
Yeah, I don't think Ronnie will want to be embroiled in a lot of safety. I think he will be pushing the boat out between the two players. Mark Selby, on the other hand, will be trying to keep it tight. We heard Ronnie in his post-match interview. He doesn't like playing Selby. The torturer, he once named him, Dennis. I don't know how Mark Selby took that, whether he took it as a compliment or as an insult, but it's going to be fascinating.
Well, that's a great way to start, but it has to be said, Ronnie's safety shot was pretty poor there. Should never have let him see this one.
Six.
Didn't think Mark Selby played his very best in his first couple of matches. Got a bit of a test against Jordan Brown. 110-6. He had that real nail biter against Noppon in the last 16, 13, 12. But certainly played some of his best snooker we've seen for quite some time against Neil Robertson. Froze him out completely. 13-7 in the end. That would have given him a lot of confidence coming into the semi-final for sure, particularly the way he scored in that match.
10.
We all know about his B game and his C game, but he's still against the best in the world. You've got to score, and that's what he's going to have to do against Ronnie O'Sullivan over 4 sessions. He'll have to tighten up his safety,
17.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. He knows that.
18.
And straight away, a chance to play a cannon and develop a few more reds. He's got that one in the open as a bit of insurance. He's on that one that I mentioned. Have to go up for the blue, but he gets a good angle on the blue. The pink and red are
25.
perfect to cannon into. That's a wide target now.
26.
So it doesn't necessarily have to hit the pink full ball because of the reds either side of it. So. This is a tricky one along the cushion. This is a test.
31.
Got one to the middle pocket, which is on, but this is far from easy. That was a tough one.
Mark Selby, 31.
Just the split didn't work out as he intended. When you have to play them at pace, they're tough.
Yeah, that little kiss on the red with the cue ball just stopped the cue ball from travelling up a little bit further up the table, where Ronnie would have had an easier chance at a red. Ronnie plays at his best. His safety is top quality as well. He doesn't get a lot of recognition for that because of just the way he plays, and of course the pace and the speed and the scoring. But you see tournament safety success, you would have expected Selby to be a lot higher than Ronnie O'Sullivan. But that just shows you how good his safety has been. High percentage for both players. This is going to be a half a chance for Ronnie O'Sullivan. It's not going to be easy. I'm sure he's going to be on this red to the left corner, but it will take on and take really good cueing to knock this red in. But it's a half a chance. Beautifully cued. Got a lovely little kiss off the red as well. Excellent shot. So difficult those coming off the side rail. Cued him nicely. Trying to get on this red just left of the pink spot in the open, and when he pots this, he's going to bring some more reds into play, but he's got to be careful of his cue ball here. Needs a bit of luck with it, and has he got it? He certainly has. That's worked out a treat. Excellent shot.
$11. $12.
Well, that was nicely judged, because sometimes when the object ball, the red in that case, in the jaws of the pocket, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to judge the pace off the cushion, but he's nicely on blue or pink here. Thought that was a terrific match against Mark Williams in the quarterfinals. How Ronnie O'Sullivan came back, Dennis. I mean, you talked about, you know, how poor he thought he played, but he had 5 centuries in that match. I thought the scoring was excellent.
Yeah, in his interview, he wanted to buy a Q action. He was looking to buy Neil Robertson's Q action.
19.
He's beaten all the records that Stephen Hendry has held in the game. But there's nothing wrong with that Q action. A little bit awkward here, though. And that was the problem, because he was hampered there slightly. He's very close to this red.
26.
If it's straight for the middle, he's okay. Got to be a little bit careful, just off straight. And look at that for a brilliant recovery shot. Just so quick the way he
34.
thinks.
35.
Similar to the previous shot, close to the red, but still okay.
42. 43.
Just had a quick look at the score there, you see. So he's working out, will he need the red that's on the left-hand side of the table? So that black puts him 19 points in the lead. 2 reds and 2 blacks will be 35.
50.
With that 1 red remaining, will be 35 points left on the table. So he will need it.
51.
But because he's so good with his left hand, that last red may not be a problem. So red, good angle to drop in behind that and roll it down the cushion with his left hand. Got a kick there.
59.
Look where the white has finished up there. That is an incredible contact. It stopped dead, the white. That would have been perfect on the black. Drop in behind the red. Look at Ronnie's reaction. How's he going to get in behind the red now? There is one possible shot, but dear me, if he was playing an exhibition, he'd pop the pink in the middle pocket and come round the angles to that red. It's not an exhibition.
Yeah, what do you do here? Do you put the pink to go 34 points ahead with 35 remaining, or do you try and put a colour safe? Well, he's going to put the green safe onto the right-hand side cushion and try and snooker Mark Selby on this red with the yellow. And that's pretty good.
59.
But that kick, how costly will it be? He did change his chalk, Dennis, after a couple of miscues in his last match. And of course the other chalk, which sort of eradicates the kicks, this chalk that he uses, you tend to get a little bit more kicks from. So I don't know, maybe he might change his chalk again. But we haven't seen many kicks, have we, in this tournament? But that could be a costly one. But Selby has got to negotiate this escape and of course keep the red safe. It's not bad, he'll settle for that.
Ronnie being 28 in front. Just needs the red to leave Mark needing a snooker. Excellent safety shot there. Not only a good cue ball, but also a good red.
Careful of the double kiss on the red here. He's played it nicely. He's trying to get that cue ball behind the black. And now left a half a chance for Ronnie O'Sullivan. He only needs the red. He was complaining about his long ball game against Mark Williams, that it wasn't up to scratch. This will be interesting. They already potted one good long red in to start this break, but there's a bit of pressure on this. Oh, cracker. Absolute cracker.
Well, you can't cue it any better. That's 3 long pots out of 3 so far. But he wants to make sure, you know what Mark Selby's like, needing 1, 2, or even sometimes 3 snookers. There's nobody better in the game at getting snookers. So it was important to knock that brown in.
Five. Seven.
Well, for someone who wanted to buy a cue action, Dennis, he looks pretty good to me. He looks very focused. Certainly cueing the ball beautifully so far.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 7 and the frame.
Yes, he stayed in the seat and conceded the frame. He had a chance, Mark. He was a bit unlucky when he potted the blue, cannoned into the reds, didn't drop on one nicely. But Ronnie O'Sullivan looks in fine form and he takes the opening frame. It's 1-0 to the Rock.